live life on my terms, and I want to talk about that. So, hey y'all, welcome to Life Lectures with me, Professor Bay. I have decided to take on the content creation journey in the form of longer videos with YouTube. I realized on my TikTok journey that I actually enjoy being a creator, and I realized that it also is a lot of work. You know what? Pause that. Let me go back and give a formal introduction. So, as you all know, I am the Professor Bay, and I get the question all the time: where did you come up with that name? Are you actually a real professor in real life? And the answer to that is yes. Although I am currently, I like to say, retired from teaching, I took a break from the classroom, but I am actually a college professor, and I've been a college professor since 2019. I teach two types of English. So I teach English as a second language, and then I teach your standard English compositions. So when people always ask me that question, they think it's like a stage name. But in reality, it is who I am and what I do. And I actually got that name by a friend. I remember applying at one of the universities that I worked for, and ended up getting the job and being surprised that I got the job. Number one, because I was 32 at the time. I was the youngest on the team and the only Black woman on that team. And so it shocked me that I even got that role. I am an eldest daughter. I am a mom of one and done. I am a career educator. So I've been in various roles within the education space. I am an educator through and through. I believe in the power of education. I promote education. And I'm also a Black woman just navigating life in my late 30s. Because something about being in your late 30s that just, I don't know, it's like a light bulb that goes off, and you realize like a lot of the things that you were doing for acceptance or whatever don't really matter, and that it is okay to put yourself first. I also say this: I am in a very selfish space in my current life. So I'm currently 38 years old. And most recently, I decided to put myself first, give myself a year of literally putting myself first in every decision that I make. And I started that at the beginning of this year. That was one of my goals for myself, was to prioritize myself and see how that would positively affect my life. Because again, being that eldest daughter, I was trained, it was embedded in me, to be to prioritize everybody else's needs and put my needs last. And so I grew up in that space. I navigated, when I became an adult woman, I still navigated in that space because that's what I was taught. And so I had a moment where I was like, you know what? It's time for me to prioritize myself and just see what life can look like when you prioritize yourself as an eldest daughter, as a mom, as a career woman, as an educator, as a friend, as a cousin, all of that. Putting yourself first and seeing like what the outcome of that is going to be. And it's been what? We're in August, so it's been 8 months of that, and it has been a journey. In my career as an educator, that same energy translated over into my career, where I spent a lot of time pouring into other people. If you know anything about education, it's a very giving field. So the skills that I learned as an eldest daughter just basically transpired or translated over into education, where I just kind of picked up where I left off and put that energy into education. And somewhere along the line, I realized that I was not centering myself in that process. I was not honoring my own needs. I was not following my own dreams. And I think one of the things that really, really helped me realize this was being a mom of one. Because if you know anything, if you know about being a mom of one, you know that there's a lot of pressure from society when you're a mom of one to have more children and to give your child a sibling. And so that was one of the opportunities that I had to actually reflect and say, what do you want as a woman in womanhood, and what do you want as a mom? And that was really one of the first spaces that I was comfortable with providing pushback against societal norms and people pressuring me and telling me what I should do for my life. This channel is going to be a space for me to share my journey as a Black woman who is centering herself. It's going to be real. It's going to be raw. It's going to be unfiltered. These life lectures that I like to call them, because I am a professor. We're going to share stories about motherhood, eldest daughter, being educated, career expectations, breaking generational cycles, while learning to center ourselves in a world here on this channel. You're gonna get the vibe that I give on TikTok, but just on a deeper level. And they always say, as a content creator, you need to niche down. And so for me, as a reflection of what you see on my TikTok page, we're going to talk about being a mom of one. We're going to talk about prioritizing your education and what that does for you as a Black woman. We're going to talk about being an eldest daughter. We're going to talk about centering yourself as a woman and what that looks like for you. And this is going to be a space where you are able to carve out that space to just be you and prioritize you in a world that taught you not to. So if you're trying to break those generational cycles and curses, if you are a woman who's trying to prioritize yourself, if you're a mom of one, if you're an eldest daughter, if you are a woman that's centering yourself, then this is going to be a space for you. I want this to be a safe space for us to share our experiences, learn, grow together, and all of that. So if you are joining me from TikTok, hey girl, drop a comment, like, subscribe, follow, and the YouTube journey is gonna begin. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to have y'all here, and let's go. Let's see what this turns into.